Welcome to lesson 3 of the marketing module, and today we are going to talk about consumer behavior and decision making. The agenda for today is very pretty. No, the agenda for today is dimensions of consumer behavior, and the key questions here are: who's to the consumer, who's important, how do they buy, what are their choice criteria, when do they buy, and where do they buy. So it's about the who, how, what, when, and where. Now, the question is, do I want to buy or don't I want to buy? So if you don't want to buy, obviously you're just going to make a decision, you don't get it. But if you want to buy, is who do I want to get it from? Are there any alternatives? What's the selection? And do they favor our product or not, or your product or not? The way people buy, consumers make decisions, is obviously they identify the problem or the need for something, and then they search information. So if I want to buy a new laptop, I realize I need a new laptop. Question now is, do I want a PC or do I want an Apple? You probably see a theme here. I like Apple. Now, I will probably research and then find out that a normal laptop is a lot cheaper than Apple. But if I'm not just after that because I've saved my money, I like to get an Apple because of it not crashing and there not being any viruses, and I like the feel of an Apple. I prefer it anyway. Obviously, I could evaluate my alternatives, but I have my heart set on an Apple. I make the decision, I buy it, and I'm either happy with it or I'm not happy with it. So you've got your post-purchase evaluation. So if you're happy with it, then that's fine. You might get a phone call, someone asking you if you're happy with it, and if you like the product, and if there's anything else you need. But if you buy the laptop or the Apple Mac, and you think, I paid £12 for it. It's not very fast. I can do this, and this, and actually the programs are not compatible, which they are, but they're not compatible, so you're not very happy with it. So you believe in obviously action, your reason for buying the certain product, they don't go together. So where do you go from there? You either bring it back probably, or you ring their customer service down and ask what the issue is. There are lots of influences as well on how consumers buy. Okay, so the situation is extended problem solving, limited problem solving, or just habitual. I have this stupid habit of buying a coffee almost every morning, which obviously is not cheap. So it's very I need caffeine rather than having a coffee at home or buying coffee. So or maybe you just need to buy something one-off, or maybe you need something you need to. So whatever your reasoning, your motivation behind buying something or doing something is different as well. So there are different buying situations, but obviously it links to risk and the price as well. You wouldn't just go and buy 10 houses. Yeah, so that wouldn't be a habit. It's just either limited. There's probably limited problem solving there because you want a house, you need to change. You're pregnant, your girlfriend is pregnant, you need another bedroom. So, there's your motivation for that. I do realise that Tiger Woods is probably not the best example to use at the moment, but I apologise for that. But there are a lot of influences on customer decisions as well. Do you need something? Do you need a new laptop? Do you need a new printer? Do you perceive one product better than another one? Age as well. I mean, a teenager would maybe buy something different than I'm, different gadget, for example, than I buy. Social class as well, what I find important, other people might not find important to buy. Reference groups, so who are your peers and what do they do? So if you think about teenagers, they're really easily influenced by their peer groups. And obviously culture as well. You know, do you live in a culture of consumerism, or do you live somewhere where it doesn't really matter. Also, what does your family do? What's your lifestyle like? What motivates you? Stuff like that. So different attitudes. So Club 18 to 30 as an example actually does nothing for me. The same with cruises. It's just not my thing, and nothing whatsoever remotely motivates me to do this. My friends, my family don't go on any of these holidays, so I've never actually come into contact with them, apart from on TV probably. Choice criteria. Technically, how reliable is something? Do you want a Dyson, Hoover? What do you buy? How comfortable is it? Cars as well. Do you want something top of the range, or do you just want something small, quick, so that you can actually go shopping? Economics, so what's the price like? Value for money. Social status and fashion. If you live in a very affluent area, if you don't get money, if you want to keep your social status, you probably drive a 4x4 through the centre of Chelsea or wherever you live. And then personal self-image and your own ethics as well. So if you don't agree with, hopefully none of you does, but if you don't agree with some of the philosophies Nike or any other sports suppliers have with regards to using sweatshops, you don't buy their products. If you want only buy fair trade coffee because for ethical reasons, fine, fair enough. So it's your personal choice why you're doing these things. And then if you look at attitudes and lifestyles, new markets there actually, new markets for a lot of businesses. You've got ethical and green consumer, fair trade, healthy lifestyle, healthy eating. Anything is massive nowadays. Fashions and fads. Is something a fashion and a fad, or does it actually last? If you think about 3D TV, it's come and gone for the past 30 years. Apparently now it's to stay. Well, we'll see. Course-related marketing and values and lifestyle as well. Who's important in decision making? Someone who puts an idea into your head. Someone who influences you in your choices maybe. Someone who makes decisions for you as the buyer and the user as well. So, what do you like? Do you like bran flakes, Cocoa Pops, cornflakes, or Weetabix? Do you like sugared or non-sugared muesli? What games platform do you have? Do you have an Xbox? Do you have a PS3? Do you have a PC? Whatever, and why do you have these? Because all your mates have a PS3, or your mates have an Xbox. So again, why do you? The consumers are influenced by a lot of people in how they make their decisions. When are the decisions being made? Instantly, by looking through the internet, anywhere really, by browsing through brochures, catalogues, word of mouth. When? Depends. If you're looking for a ski holiday, you might be looking in the summer, it depends on seasonality as well. Are you getting married? Do you have to look for wedding dresses? A special occasion? Is your best friend getting married? So specific diary dates there as well. So it depends. There are loads of times when you make decisions, and different decisions are being made at different times and at different frequency as well. And just to conclude, it's very important to know how your consumers think, and again, this is where market research is very important. Not all the decisions consumers make are conscious. They make very unconscious purchase decisions as well. As to, do you buy the 3 or 2 ply toilet paper, for example, or do you buy Colgate, or do you buy any other toothpaste brand? You need to recognize the important influences on purchasing behavior. We are all influenced by someone or something and the way we buy things and what we buy, how we buy, how often we buy it, when we buy it, where we buy it, and where we make decisions as well. And it's important not just to go to the consumer and influence them, but also to maybe get to grips with who actually else plays a role in making the decisions. Are you being influenced? Are your consumers being influenced by someone else? Are they using the product because someone else buys it for them? So again, there are lots of influences there on how and why consumers behave the way they behave. There's your further reading, and next is the workshop.